What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. I know it's been a little bit, which is actually for a good reason in a way, because it's been slow. It's been really slow for like 2 weeks. So people are actually getting along. Anyway, I am headed in. I have my fancy Class A uniforms on for an award ceremony I'm going to today. I am waiting till the last possible minute to put my tie on because it's a little warm out. Where, as for the rest of the world, it probably wouldn't be a big deal to be in long sleeves today, but here, it's 86 degrees out on February 20th. And because I'm too lazy to switch this out once I get to work, I'll be stuck in this for the next 10 hours. So, yay for me. Anyway, headed in, gonna do the award ceremony and then hit the road after that. So hopefully we will have a few calls to go to. I'll bring you along. So anyway, this award ceremony that I'm going to, it's basically kind of a end of the year awards for various things. So there'll be several people there getting different awards. The reason I'm going is my team, the full-time field training squad, is receiving what's called the Chief's Unit Citation, which is an award that the Office of the Chief presents every year to usually one of the squads, a specialty unit, some group that has kind of gone above and beyond for the year. And for the amount of recruits that we've put through the program this past year, our team won the award. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think I saw on one of the spreadsheets or whatever like that, I had, I think, 27 recruits myself for the course of the year. So then obviously with everybody else, I think we had 40 something people, maybe 50 that went through the program. So it was a lot of work. That's why we're getting an award. All right, award ceremony went well. We are on the road now. So the first call I'm headed to, it's titled An Abandoned Vehicle. It was actually called in by one of our, almost like a volunteer unit type of thing. It's titled as an abandoned jet ski. It said there's no registration on it. So not really sure of any other background other than that. We're gonna head down to the docks where it's supposed to be located at and see if we can find out the situation with it, why it was left there, and why they think it's abandoned. So we'll head on down. There is a jet ski sitting in the middle of the parking lot here. But there again, this in itself, I'm not exactly sure why they think it's abandoned, but we'll look into it. Looks like it's seen some better days, but it does have registration numbers on it, so we'll run it and see who it comes back to. No tag though on the trailer. I would assume AL is Alabama, but I guess it could be Alaska. Just can't imagine too many jet skis coming out of Alaska. All right, we'll try VIN number. Well, it does not like any of these combinations that I'm doing. Right, so it wasn't me, it was something with my terminal wasn't doing it. I was able to call up to our information channel. They ran it. It comes back, it's got an expired registration. However, it's not stolen or anything like that. I got the guy's name, I ran him through our system, but there were no entries for him in there. So at this point, I don't really have anything to track him down. I'm gonna check with the harbor master guy and see if they're aware of why it's left there. We got one of our volunteer people called in about that Kawasaki jet ski that's sitting out there kind of in the middle of the parking lot. Yeah. Do you know anything about it? Or?
I saw the guy put in, I think he had put in one jet ski and then he had a big black truck, I believe, and that's all I saw of it.
Okay.
He dropped it off and just sat it there.
Okay. How was it just today that he brought it, or?
I think it was yesterday. No, last night.
Okay. All right.
He's an idiot for leaving it there. If they have a parking pass,
yeah, their pass is good for about 24 hours.
Well, for now, I'm gonna leave it. If it's still here tomorrow, we'll see if it gets cited, and then beyond that, I can have it tagged as abandoned. You know. Yeah, and then get it towed out of here. So, all right, if anything changes or anybody comes back for it or there's any issues, give us a shout. I'll tell you what, if it's still there by Friday, then we'll see about getting it pulled out of there for the weekend. So, all right.
Thank you.
See you. All right, so for now, it will sit there it can get a ticket tomorrow by the parking enforcement people that handle that. We don't really handle that down here. And then after that, if we need to, we can consider it abandoned and have it towed with no information being left behind. So that'll wrap that one up for today. Pretty easy. All right, next call I'm headed to now is a trespass. It's at a facility that has like AA meetings for recovering alcoholics or whatnot. And unfortunately, on a fairly regular basis, we get people that show up there intoxicated. And obviously they don't want them there around people who are trying to get sober and be sober. So they ask them to leave. And you know, 8 out of 10 times they say, I'm not leaving. So we get called and then we have to remove them or trespass them. So that's what we're headed to do right now.
He just keeps getting drunk. There he is right there.
What's his name?
With the beer. His first name's Brad.
Brad, what's going on?
Well, she said she was drinking a bottle of liquor.
Were you out here?
Okay. Were you?
Nope.
No? Okay, did they ask you to leave?
Yeah.
All right, why didn't you leave?
Well, because, sir, this is an AA meeting.
Mm-hmm.
If I do have a drinking problem, which I do,
Right.
she
Right.
certainly didn't catch me with a bottle of liquor like she claimed.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. This facility's been here for a long time, and I've been here many times.
I've been here
And
since 1999.
obviously the staff here, like you said, the whole reason they're here and they work here is to help people.
Yep.
So I find it unlikely that she would make something up or say something that wasn't true to get you out of here if you truly just need help. So I believe that you probably had alcohol on you or you came here intoxicated. Either way, what you have to remember at the end of the day, this is still a private business, so they have the right to refuse service to anybody they want. So if she asks you to leave, you have to leave, plain and simple. Okay? Do you understand that? I'm not saying you like it, but you understand, right?
Sort of.
Because
Now,
what's
this-
going to happen is if you continue to stay, they're going to trespass you to where you can't come back. And then if you continue to stay, you'll go to jail. So it's better that you just agree to disagree and move on today.
Right. Now, see, I didn't understand that you can be trespassed from an AA meeting.
It's a business, okay?
This is a business?
It's a business, yeah. That's why they're here.
It's
This
a
is
building, it's a business.
It's a private it's a private organization. This isn't a government-run facility or anything like that. Okay, you don't have a right to be here. All right,
I
if you
have a right.
No.
The
no,
only
you don't.
requirement for me to be here as a member, is a desire to stop drinking.
Right.
That's my requirement.
Right.
To be in this building.
And they're saying, based on what they observed today, you're violating a portion of their policy, so they have the right to refuse service to you. Okay, and the story.
It doesn't matter. I gave you a choice.
Now,
You call the police and you leave the
you've had a
premises.
few things against me for a
Okay.
long time.
Well, Brad, here.
I'm gonna get into a
Brad.
match with you.
Well, and that's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. So here's what, like my partner just told you, okay? Probably should just get up right now and walk away. Tomorrow's a new day. You can come talk to the president or whoever you need to at that point. All right, but if you keep pushing this matter and she tells us to, you're going to get an official trespass warning from here, and then that option is going to be off the table. You're not going to be allowed to come back here, and if you do, you'll go to jail.
You can't go to you won't be able to go to meetings, nothing.
All right?
You won't be able to come
Sir,
yeah.
Officer, why can't she get a hold of Lindsay and say,
She tried.
Can I get a hold of, get
She
into this
she
6
tried.
o'clock meeting?
She tried. Here's the deal.
Certainly belong.
If you want to leave, okay, and go use a payphone somewhere or your cell phone or whatever, and you can get a hold of this person and they're willing to meet with you and talk to you here and let you come back to the other meeting, that's completely up to you. But for right now, she's in charge. She made the attempt to call. Okay, listen, I'm not here to argue with this. In 2 seconds, I'm going to just trespass you because I'm going to take your resistance as not following. No, be quiet. I'm
just trying
talking.
to get my point.
Okay, and you're not listening to me, all right? Your point in this matter has been explained, and I've already explained why it's irrelevant, okay? The fact of the matter is she is in charge at this point. You are not listening to her. We're trying to afford you the opportunity to just leave and be on your way, okay? So I'm going to ask you one final time to get up, walk off the property.
Great idea. Because me and her aren't getting along. Okay.
Well, then maybe you need to think about staying away from her and following the rules and not having alcohol.
Come back tomorrow when she's not working and talk to the president or whatever it may be. So keep coming. Let's go.
Well, I gotta go that back. I gotta go home. That.
All right, we'll go.
Okay, we'll
We gotta
go.
Leave the property before we leave.
I'm getting off the
Okay,
property.
keep going.
Yeah, all right. Relatively simple one. You guys saw it. A lot of times these places, especially the facilities that are trying to help the people, they don't want to officially trespass the people if they don't have to, because then they can't get help there anymore. But you saw it. They just want to argue and argue and argue. So you do the back and forth, and then finally you just lose your patience and basically say, look, this is your last chance, giving you a lawful order now, leave or go to jail. And I'll say 9 out of 10 times they decide to leave. You get that one person every so often that they're either just intoxicated enough or they want to continue to argue their point that they'll test you, and then they go to jail. And what always happens is as soon as you put the handcuffs on them, they're like, oh, no, I'll leave. I didn't, like it's like a little kid. They want to push us to that limit to see if we're really going to punish them, and then once we do, they want no part of it, and it's, I'm sorry, I'll leave. So he left. Nice and simple, no big deal.